Hey everybody, welcome to Cord Cutter. I'm Dave, the Camo Pants Hiker, and I also do DCR TV, and I also do Cord Cutter. Today is a Cord Cutter episode. I'll keep it short and sweet. As you can see, I'm hiking through the woods, and I figure, I like to do two things at once. So I find long Sunday hikes. Today is the 15th or 16th. What is today? It's either the 15th or 16th. I think it's the 16th. Don't remember. What do I care? And I'm hiking through the woods here in Virginia, where I live, and just doing a long hike, and I thought I'd pull out the cam and do a Cord Cutter episode. Interesting piece in Huffington Post. I linked right on the Cord Cutter page if you're not already there. That is that the latest quarter, the cable industry in total saw 150,000 people cut off their TV service in the third quarter of 2014, which is a big jump from the third quarter of last year. Now, what those figures don't include are all the folks that have cord shaved. The other people that have said, look, I need some cable TV. I can't put an antenna up. It's a nuisance, and it is a hassle, the antenna thing. So they said, I'm cutting back my service. And there's no, in this story anyway, numbers as to how many people have cut back their service. But I would imagine it's a lot more than 150,000. So very interesting to see that in Huffington Post today. So I shall link to that somewhere. If you're watching this, go to the Cord Cutter page, dcrtv.com/cordcut, and that should take you to the Cord Cutter page or cordcut.html. Either one, whatever. It keeps going through my mind. I could go back to Comcast and reignite my cable TV subscription, but, even though they are sending me periodic letters in the mail and whatever, for great rates, which when you add it all up isn't really that great of a rate, I do not want to go back to a bunch of channels I don't watch. I really don't want to. I have no desire to do that. As I said, other than a couple of Nationals games during the playoffs, which I heard perfectly well on WJFK, the radio, I still have no desire to do anything on television. I don't. I really don't. I am perfectly happy watching stuff on the computer or on my Roku on the television. I mean, I just went on the Roku yesterday, and I signed up for another dozen channels, almost all of which were free. There's a new CBS News channel. So, I mean, I can get a lot of news channels. There's CBS News, I can get BBC World, I can get CNN International. There's, Deutsche Welle, what is a German channel in English, a French channel in English. There's Sky News. I mean, there's a plethora of really cool news channels. So, and then there's just, again, when you subscribe to some of these Roku channels, some of them are crap. They are. You get on them, and there's a bunch of crap, and some of them want to say they're free, but they want to charge fees. But the bottom line is, you just say, okay, that was a crappy channel. There was an American Express channel. Really, well fleshed out. Oh, indie movies. That's how they get you to subscribe. So you subscribe to it, and it's basically just a bunch of commercials for American Express. So I went, you have to go through all, it's like just, it's basically just a giant commercial for America. That's all it is. So anyway, that's what you do. So anyhow, I cut the cord to my television service back in September, and it's already pushing in on mid-November, and I'm doing just fine. Lots of cool stuff. I'm finding lots of cool stuff. In fact, there's a number of Roku channels from the cable networks that feature a lot of cool stuff from the cable networks. I could watch Storage Wars, the latest season of Storage Wars. They're on Roku. That's one of the only shows on A&E that I liked, and So anyway, everything's going good. The other funny thing I noticed with the antenna anyway is that I thought when winter came that my antenna experience would improve because the leaves are down off the trees, there's less stuff in the, bouncing the signal around, but I've actually found my reception a bit worse as winter comes on, and I don't know why. Well, it could be the fact that there's a lot of wind and it's blowing around a lot of the tundra, I don't know. But I find my reception in the winter, or the winterish, because we're coming into winter, is actually a bit worse than it was in the late summer. But, one of the things I did in the summer was when I watched television, I'd open the windows. And the screen was there, I'd open the window. And that actually quite a bit improved my reception into my television because my antenna's inside. And now the windows are closed because it's cold out. And I noticed significantly my TV reception ain't as good as it used to be. So that could just be it. I need to maybe figure out getting an outdoor antenna somehow that I can mount on the outside. That might be the way to go. I'm in a condo, so it's not practical for me to put an antenna on the roof, but I might be able to do something right outside the window. That would probably improve my reception. But again, it's a hassle. There isn't that much I watch on broadcast television. Probably the Redskin game this afternoon. I'll probably catch the end of that, watch them lose. But that's about it. PBS is what I primarily watch on television, and I can get that pretty easily on the internet or on Roku. So there we go. All right, folks, that's my cord cutter segment for today. I think it's the 16th of November, 2014. Let me know how you're doing if you're cutting the cord or thinking about it. Just email me at dcrtv@dcrtv.com and let me know. Thanks for watching. Adios, amigos.